You've probably worked hard for the money that you've acquired in life and in business. And if you want to keep more of it, I want you to stay tuned. We're going to talk a little bit about asset protection. And I know for many people that seems like a scary word, seems like something that maybe the rich people play in. But the term and the concept applies across economic scales. Middle class and up can really benefit from this. Even some people in the lower income brackets in specific situations can benefit from the concepts of asset protection. And all it means is taking your assets and trying to build some firewalls around them so that they're there for you and your family. What this generally means is being very intentional about how assets are placed, who owns them, how they're utilized, and the way your overall financial plan works together. So if you've acquired some assets over time, whether that be a house, some retirement accounts, maybe a business, some other assets, you can start thinking about doing basic asset protection. One of the most basic asset protection that many people in the middle class are already doing or have started doing is setting up an LLC or a corporation, having that legal entity there that separates those assets from their business. And if structured correctly and operated correctly, that should provide a good deal of liability protection for the personal assets of the business owner from the business liability, right? That should operate as a firewall. A lot of people go to that level of asset protection, but a lot of people then fail to go to the next level of asset protection, which is thinking about what other assets do you have? Thinking about your personal assets and how can they be structured? Can trust be used? Can other mechanisms be used to put those assets to where they may be out of the hands of creditors, particularly if you're in a situation where you might get sued? What could you do structure-wise to protect yourself from the potential of liability? That's asset protection in a nutshell. In your personal life, it's about making transfers generally before creditors arrive. Once creditors arrive, if you've been subject to a lawsuit or some bad event has happened, you may be too late. But if you do it beforehand, a lot of times you can build defensible structures. Within businesses, what a lot of business owners fail to do is as the business grows, to think about adding layers of asset protection within the business, separating assets of the business, and making things more streamlined, perhaps tax efficient, but also setting things up in a way that protect against liability. So asset protection seems like a scary concept, but you can start it by separating your assets, doing bona fide transfers into different entities, trusts, and structures now before you have creditor claims against you, assuming that's the situation. Do it now while you can. Work with an attorney, build a structure, build a plan for yourself, your assets, your future, and then you'll enjoy that extra protection. It's not just something for the rich. It's something a lot of people can interface with. If you have questions or things you'd like me to cover in future videos, go ahead and drop them below. But I do want to remind you that comments placed on a video like this are not confidential. So don't put things there you don't want people seeing. For confidential conversations, reach out to an attorney licensed in your jurisdiction. And I hope you subscribe to our channel. We have a whole library of past videos to be helpful to business owners and people with powerful careers. And we'll have more videos coming. Thanks for tuning in today, folks.